We're Rich and Chris, and today finds us near Oatman, Arizona. The riding potential's looking beautiful, with the exception of some road hazards. Route 66 has all sorts of surprises for us, starting out with a 9-mile ride with 191 curves to its name. It's a day full of riding and exploring, and what ride wouldn't be complete without visiting the local cemetery? Done cooking.
She's done cooking.
God bless you, Emmeline, my kind of woman. All right, so we made it to dispersed camping outside of Oatman, Arizona. Camp is already set up. We've had one casualty while traveling, which Richard's gonna fix. Tomorrow the bikes come off the back of the truck.
One casualty? We've had 2 today.
Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot about the water.
Yeah.
Okay, while traveling we had another casualty, which Richard is gonna fix now. Tomorrow the bikes come off the back of the truck and we go do some exploring.
Yes.
So what are you doing? Now what are you working on?
I'm gonna put this back on because that broke.
So we don't travel with it up like this. We travel with it down, but the bolts, some of the bolts sheared off, even traveling with it down.
Some of the screws, yeah. 2 of the screws, so I took them all off and I'm gonna run bigger screws in it.
Yeah, there's home maintenance projects no matter what you live in.
No matter what you live in, there's something.
Today's the day the bikes come off the truck and we go do some exploring. Might do a loop ride around the area. We're gonna go find a fishbowl spring. It was where we're hoping to find. We're gonna stop at the Oatman, the town of Oatman, to go check out the donkeys. Oh golly, what else? Giganticus heticus? What the heck is that? Yeah, just gonna see what kind of riding really is around here. I'm really excited. I'm ready to just, can you tell? I'm just ready to go. Let's go. Let's get the bikes off the back of the truck. Weather's supposed to be beautiful. It's sunny. It's a great day to ride. We'll see you on out there. You know where we're going?
No. That's why I asked.
Okay.
Where am I going?
First of all, we have to look for mile marker 30.
Okay.
Because that's where that fishbowl spring is supposed to be. And I don't know if it's before or after Oatman. Because Richard wanted to turn his relive map on.
Yeah, because it's gotta be, we gotta start.
You gotta do your route thing, huh?
Don't worry, dude, we'll be passing you again.
We just passed him.
Yeah.
Actually, this is a bonus because we weren't even planning on being on Route 66. I didn't even know it was, I mean, I knew it was around here, but I didn't, yeah, bonus. All right, let's talk about Oatman real quick. The area around here is actually, gold was discovered here around the 1960s by a guy by the name of Johnny Moss. There's still some working gold towns that are still operating in the area. The town was originally named Oatman after Olive Oatman. Look up her history. It's a really interesting saga that she had during her early childhood. I think the main draw of Oatman actually is the donkeys. The town is awesome. It's got the old town feel. Some of the buildings are original. You've got the wood to walk on, you know, kind of makes you feel like you're back in an old Western movie or something. But I think the main draw that people come here for, the two main draws that motorcyclists come here for, one, try to get your picture taken next to a donkey. These donkeys are descendants of the donkeys when the miners would come up here and go out on their own and pan for gold. Some of them, I guess, escaped. Sometimes, unfortunately, these prospectors would die and their donkey would wander off. Currently, there's around 478 donkeys. The unofficial number, there's 1,700. Nobody knows, but there is a lot, so you have to be careful riding. The other thing that motorcycle enthusiasts come out here for is the road called Arizona Sidewinder. It goes from Oatman all the way up to what's called Cool Springs, and it is 191 miles of curves, turns, switchbacks. It's just a phenomenal road to ride. It's kind of interesting that when this was the original old route, Route 66, but it's interesting when it was the only way to go that people would come into Oatman and then they would actually, some of them, pay the locals to transport or drive their vehicle along this next section of the road we're going to go on because they were too scared of it. A lot of places don't have guardrails on it, so it's kind of interesting that they would pay somebody to either tow it or to transport it and drive it themselves. What'd you think of Oatman?
It's a neat little old town.
It is cute, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of little shops, lots of...
Yep, lots of little places.
Yeah. It's great for a quick pit stop on a ride. So when they say watch for donkeys, they literally mean watch for donkey. These guys are in absolutely no hurry and will just stand in the middle of the road. Not like a deer or an antelope, which kind of usually darts across. These guys just wander all over and just stand still and wait for a car to drive by and give them a goodie. So. kickstand down?
Yep.
You want some help? Hold on, I'm coming.
I wanted to be able to pick that myself.
You did it. Woohoo. Okay, how are you gonna get out of here? It's clear. Just go. Just go. Okay.
I got it.
Okay. Good job. You did awesome. Yeah. I know. It looks like nothing. You know, the camera kind of flattens it out, but it's like, wow. Okay, that's a little gnarly.
And then my foot was just in the wrong position.
Yeah. So we made just a quick pit stop to adjust the angle on my seat. It's kind of been bugging me. So we're gonna do that real quick. What a beautiful place to stop anyway.
The sun's right.
Yeah. Pit stop here, Cool Springs, outside of Oatman. Just got off the Arizona Sidewinder route. An amazing ride. We absolutely love it. We've done it a couple times. Highly recommend you go both ways because it gives you a different flavor for the ride. Anyway, Cool Springs. You remember the movie Cars at Radiator Springs? They have something in common, which a lot of these towns out here do. Even Oatman and Seligman, all these old towns, as they were on the original Route 66 route, and interstate came through. They got bypassed. They died. But now people are less concerned about making fast travel, and it's not so much destination riding, it's actually journey riding, especially for motorcycles. So now all these places are making a comeback. People rediscover the old Route 66 and the fun that you can have on it. All right, let's talk about Cool Springs real quick. It was built here around the 1920s. I couldn't find out who the original owner was. In the 1930s, a guy by the last name of Walter came out here with his wife and their 4 kids. They settled out here. He built about 8 cabins. They had a gas station. His wife made sandwiches. There is a spring here, so it was a great pit stop for people traveling through during the 30s, 40s, 50s. A lot of people would stop and they would get with a local. At one point, when Route 66, the old Route 66 was rerouted, this whole area died out along with Cool Springs. At some point, I think in the 60s, the whole place actually burned down and it was vacant for a long time. To add insult to injury, in around 1991, they came out here and filmed a movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme. I can't remember the name of it. We'll put it down here. But to add insult to injury, they actually then blew up the ruin of Cool Spring. And this was back when there wasn't CGI, and they actually blew it up. So they said you could hear the repercussions over in Oatman when this happened. It was around 2001 that somebody rediscovered this place and said, hey, let's turn it into another cool pit stop on the old Route 66. And since then, it kind of changed hands a couple times, but a great little pit stop to whether you're coming or going and you want to experience the Arizona Sidewinder, I highly recommend you stop here. Do not come here with an empty tank gas because the gas station doesn't operate. They're all broken. They're just nostalgic, fun to look at and reminisce, but you aren't going to get any gas here. What do you think about the Arizona Sidewinder?
The Arizona Sidewinder, I think it's awesome, and I'm super happy I got to use all of my tire. I paid for a whole tire. I'm going to use all the tire.
No, you still got a little bit more you use.
Okay.
No. Find something?
Yeah, this one here, just kind of, I'm at odds. It's 1926 to 2026.
2026?
It's not 2026 yet.
Well, someday it will be, I guess.
Someday it will be.
Pre-planning on their part.
Yeah, that's what that is.
To Kingman on Route 66. And I don't think we're going to do much in Kingman other than stop and get a picture taken here.
Oh yeah, you can't miss him. You can't miss George.
Yeah, George. That's what I would call him.
I know.
I would call him George, but he's actually called Giganticus. He was built in 2004 by an artist by the name of Greg Arnold, and he is made out of, let's see, chicken wire, concrete, styrofoam, metal, and wood. And he's 14 feet tall. So welcome, Giganticus hedicus.
Is he gonna ask us for some gum?
You give me gum gum.
I give you gum gum?
You do dum dum. You give me gum gum.
I'm missing that one.
In the movie, Night at the Museum,
Yeah.
the big head was the one
Oh.
that chewed some gum.
Oh, he wanted to chew gum.
You
Oh,
wanted
he
gum.
did want to chew some gum. Oh, maybe I should see if I have some gum to give him.
Yeah.
Yeah. No gum. Sorry.
No gum for the Giganticus hedicus.
Yes. All right. We're on the historic Route 66 outside of Kingman, and just kind of saw him and thought we'd stop in and say howdy. Give him a
Yeah.
good old Texas hi.
Oh, we're at a cool road stop. What's it called?
This is called Hackberry General Store.
Yes. Look at all the cool old stuff here.
Yeah, actually, this store was built in 1934.
Was it
And
really?
then it was after it was open for a while, it was abandoned for about 14 years. And so it got this ramshackled appearance to it. Along came a guy named Bob, and Bob ran it, and he kept the same appearance. He didn't fix anything up.
Nice.
It's like it's all held together by
Yeah.
sheet metal.
It's all the sheet metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. In 1998, Bob sold it to a guy named John with the stipulation
That it stays the same.
that it stays the same.
Perfect. I like that. I like that
Yeah.
sell.
And
That's a
then-
good sell.
2016, John sold it to Amy with, again, the
Again,
same,
same stipulation.
Keep the dilapidated charm is what they call it.
Oh yeah, it's perfect. Look at the old gas pumps, and there's an old Chevy Impala that I can remember was one of my dad's cars when he first moved to Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
for
just kind
sure.
of cool. I the same thing I said before back at the Giganticus hedicus thing. These cheesy looking things, if you
Are
just
the
stop,
best.
they're the best because they have such unique story behind them.
Yes.
Each are made up of individual people who've created a life, and I think it's awesome.
Or is it 900? Does it work? No? Oh, I thought it. No service to it?
Oh, I thought
Probably does work.
I had read that it was a still working phone.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it is.
No. No dial tone.
No doubts on it.
So say Missy is sorry.
Sorry, Missy, I can't call you from the phone. Oh, my sister, we thought it would be nice to call her from what we thought would be a working payphone. You know, an old style payphone that I used to have to find going when I was working. Anyway, I told her, hey, I'm gonna call you in about 10 or 15 minutes.
You texted her.
I texted her and she says, okay, why? And then the next text, did you finally make it into rehab? What is she saying? What is she trying to say?
For your motorcycle
Yeah, my motorcycle riding addiction. Maybe that was it.
Thanks, Missy.
Yeah, thanks. Twisted.
Here's the deal. We're trying to decide if we head back to camp, which is like 50 miles away, or we keep exploring and head up to a place called Santa Claus, and then eventually the town of Chloride, which is a old mining town. So we just don't want to be out after dark, but we kind of feel like
burros on the road.
Yes.
We have a twisty road to go down.
Yes, but we also aren't quite ready to go back to camp. We just want to keep riding.
Yes.
So I don't know what we're gonna do. So I guess the video will explain if we pull into camp or we pull into Santa Claus. We'll see you there. We did make it to Chloride, and actually the first stop we made it to is the Chloride Cemetery. It's kind of called a do-it-yourself cemetery, is what it is. Some of the graves reflect the personalities of the deceased.
Done cooking and gone fishing.
Yeah. If that doesn't say their
That's
personalities, I don't know what does. What else does? I gotta kick it.
Emmeline Faith and Ernest Harold Wirt, gone fishing.
And done cooking.
And she's done cooking.
God bless you, Emmeline, my kind of woman.
Done cooking.
It's a bigger cemetery than I thought.
Yeah. Think this guy rode motorcycles or had motorcycles?
You think that's reflecting his personality?
I think that's reflecting his personality. That's like a rear end, a rear rim of what would fit my.
Oh,
Here.
that's pretty cool.
It's
Yeah.
Similar.
I like the gas
That's
tank.
a Suzuki though. That's a small gas tank.
Yeah. See, this was built by a road construction worker by the name of Schaefer. He got hot and thirsty in the 30s, saw this water, and he built this so he would have a regular drinking fountain while he was working. This is what's called Schaefer Fishbowl. It was built in the 1930s by a road construction worker. Last name is Schaefer. Working out here, it's really hot, especially in the summer. He found some water trickling down the mountain, so he built a basin for it so that he could have his own well to drink from while he's working. Remember, this is long before the water bottle. So yeah, I think he was very blessed to have this water. And now the locals come by and stock it with goldfish. I forgot one bit of information. The fishbowl is located between mile marker 31 and 30 between Cool Springs and Oatman.
Since we're cruising a whole bunch of the Route 66 today, I got a Route 66 sticker. And we'll put it right here in the middle. How's that?
So we're trying to enjoy this delicious steak meal.
Yes.
However, I have to turn the light off for a second. Sorry. Here's our view of the sunset, which was spectacular. It still is.
Yeah.
But then here's our view out the door of the moon rising. Yeah, I can't eat. I just I have to look at all this. That is really cool.